Welcome to the Morgan J. Burke Aquatic Center for another season of Behind the Blocks. My name is Ben Turner, returning as your host, and we're joined here for week number 1 for the season debut episode by seniors Callie Sayovitz and Griffin Seaver. Thanks to Callie and Griff for joining us, and I guess we'll start with the senior year. It's already here. You know, it's 3 years ago that you guys were here in the weird fall of 2020, and nice things back normal now as seniors. Has it already kind of sunk in, and Callie, we'll start with you, that senior year is upon us, and this is likely going to be your last go-around?
Yeah, it's absolutely sunk in. Kind of scary, very exciting. I'm really sad to leave these girls, but I'm really excited for kind of the next steps and the next steps of the season.
Well, we have a long season to go before
We
that,
do,
so lots
yeah.
of memories still to be made. Griffin, for you, same kind of question. Is it reality now that senior year is here, and we'll get to your captaincy that's coming up here? That's a nice honor for you, and I suppose that helps make it real.
Yeah, it's definitely sunk in. It's exciting. I'm just trying to take every opportunity I can get and make the most of it. So,
Griffin is a finance major from Carmel, and Callie is a nutrition science major from Minnesota. And Callie, talking about this first road trip up to Notre Dame to take on the Fighting Irish next weekend, in some ways it sets up as very similar to the last road trip of last year in that the destination is almost the same, Elkhart versus South Bend. That was a new meet for the guys and girls last year, and you were part of the group of 19 that went to it for the CAA, that's a mouthful, National Invite Meet. Did you like that meet up there in northern Indiana? I know it'll be in a new place this year, but would you like to go back again?
Yeah, I would love to go back to the CSCAAs. It was so much fun. We had such a good group, and the culture there was so strong, and we were so supportive of each other the entire time that it made it just an incredible experience.
And it was in March, and again, to finish the season right before spring break as well, and it was cool that it was in-state like that. I mentioned your election as a captain, Griffin, that was voted on by the team. That had to feel pretty cool. You and Andrew Alders, Ethan Shaw were the 3 that were selected. What did that kind of mean to you?
yeah, I was really honored that the team chose me to be one of their leaders for the season and recognized my leadership qualities. And it means a lot because there were lots of guys like Nick Sherman when I was younger that set a great example as leaders for me.
Since the last episode that we filmed of this show back in February, the big news here at the pool obviously was Dan Ross deciding that after 40 plus years affiliated with swimming and diving that it was time to call it a career, and what a career it was and impact he had on so many Boilermakers that have called Purdue Swimming and Diving home. Griffin, I guess I'm curious about what you remember, your natural reactions when you first heard that Dan had decided it was time to retire, and then also when Alex was chosen and Dr. Ed Howitt told the team that he was going to continue on as the head coach, going from assistant to head coach. What those emotions were like and what the feeling was like for you and the guys.
Well, of course, when Dan announced he was retiring, we were all pretty sad, but at the same time we were happy for him. He had an amazing career. It's insane that he stayed at this school for so long, and his legacy will be here forever. And then Alex being announced as head coach, I thought the team felt really good about that. He had been on the pool deck for 3 years, and the team knew him really well. And we thought the things that he was doing and what his goals were aligned with what the team wanted as well. So we were excited to have him.
Both of you guys trained long course throughout the summer here at the Morgan J. Burke Aquatic Center, and then that caps off, of course, with Senior State in July. Was in Indy this year, and you can see behind us that the pool is currently set up as long course, so it continues, especially with an Olympic year upon us, throughout the course of the season. What does that long course do as far as setting you up going into the college season, Callie?
I think it just makes you tougher. It's harder, it's a longer pool, longer distances. It kind of toughens you up, hardens you up, gets you ready to go.
You enjoy long course as much, Griffin? Is it nice to see the short course season coming back?
I like the long course season. I think it exposes weaknesses you have in swimming, but I am excited for short course to be back. I like doing turns and underwaters for sure.
As someone that grew up in Indiana, in Carmel, Senior State in July, is that a spotlight meet that you kind of look forward to over the years?
I think it is a really fun meet to go to. I was here over the summer, so that's what my championship meet ended up being, but it was kind of nostalgic to go back to that after swimming that for all those years in high school, middle school, and stuff.
So full disclosure, we're actually filming this on October 5th, which means before fall break. going into the season opening meet at Notre Dame come Friday. But I was curious about fall break. Callie, you being from Minnesota, I assume that's not really an easy trip that you can make for fall break or Labor Day weekend or some of those shorter ones. What does the team kind of do for the people that stay?
We do a lot. We do a lot of things in different groups. We have families within our teams, which are smaller groups, and we'll go out and do things with them or do our dry lands with them. We do a lot of just fun little things like movie nights and baking stuff.
And coming from Minnesota, when you committed and decided to come here, it was, a little bit of a leap of faith, I suppose, going as far as you have. And then, that if I'm going to go there, I'm going to be there, I'm going to stay there. That kind of ideal?
Yep. Yeah, it's a good 10-hour drive home, so I don't make it back much. I usually don't even go home for Thanksgiving, so I stay here, and I love it here.
All right, so Griffin, tell me a little bit about the men's traditions as far as fall break. I know the full team is committed to staying. Paintball is on the agenda, as it always has been the last few years. And then I think there's an intra squad set for Saturday as well. So Saturday sounds like a busy day.
Yeah, Saturday will be busy. For fall break, we like to stay on campus and really get some team bonding activities going and stay on our training plan. So Saturday, like you said, we've got that inter squad meet, kind of see where we're at going into the Notre Dame meet, and then paintball that afternoon. I think we have a team dinner Sunday and then normal practices Monday, Tuesday.
Callie, I know you've been very involved with the Boiler SAC group as a team rep from here at the pool, and then you also attended the Big Ten Women's Leadership Summit in Chicago as a sophomore. What kind of attracted you to those opportunities?
I actually got picked to be in the Women's Leadership Summit, and it was just an incredible opportunity just to be around so many strong, powerful women who have a voice in sports. And I was actually drawn to SAC my freshman year. One of the seniors said, we don't have anybody kind of coming up in the team that's in SAC, so you should do it. And then I hopped on, and I've been there since. Nice. I love doing things with the athletic department.
So still involved, I assume, with SAC?
Yes, I'm actually director of engagement this year.
Okay, so ready to pass that torch maybe on to the next freshman or something?
Yep, yeah.
Well, it's nice when it comes together like that because you do need those people in leadership and, passing it on to the next group as well. All in the family for you, Griffin. Your brother Graham is the team manager here. I think he's a sophomore, right?
Yep, he is.
And then your dad swam at Evansville.
Yes.
So swimming's kind of always been a big part of the family, I assume.
Yeah. When my dad and mom met at Evansville, she played tennis, he swam, and they encouraged us to do a lot of sports growing up, but my brother and I both fell in love with swimming. We did that all through high school, and we're both here. It's great. I love it.
Shout outs for teammates, all right? So who deserves some love here on Behind the Blocks? Maybe somebody from your stroke group, a classmate, a freshman. Callie, let's start with you. Who deserves a shout out on Behind the Blocks?
I actually wanted to shout out two butterflyers. One of the freshmen, Kira Kask. I've seen her doing a lot of work. It's been awesome. And I've seen Brindley Hardy, another butterflyer, make a huge bunch of strides this summer, and I'm really excited to see what she can do this year.
Pretty cool to see a breakout from both of those two as the first couple meets come upon us. So nice there for Akira and Brindley. All right, who do you got in mind, Griffin?
Well, we actually have like a weekly award that we do on the men's side each week, and our winner last week was Patrick Broderick, and I think he's very deserving of that. He's been working his tail off, and yeah, just doing great.
Freshman from Long Island, and he is a distance guy?
Distance swimmer, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so a freshman there gets a shout out from Griffin. All right, so we close out the show with what we call personal preferences. We're just trying to learn more about Callie and Griffin. There is one rule on this, and that's that you can't repeat an answer set in front of you. And we always go ladies first. So numbers this week are a lot of them, Callie, to choose from, between 1 and 32.
28.
28. There are no wrong answers, too. I like to say that as well. We just were trying to learn more about you. All right, most unique event or place you went in 2023.
In 2023. I went home. I went up to northern Minnesota to Ely and spent time up there.
Yeah. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, we went all the way up there for a couple trips, and that's a very beautiful part of the country that not a lot of people have been to.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Eli, but it's pronounced Ely.
Ely,
right?
yes.
Ely, Minnesota. I did not expect that to get a shout out, although maybe I should have thought so with Callie on the show this week. So I doubt you've been to Ely, Minnesota, but maybe you
not.
have.
No,
You can't say it based on the rules, though.
but this summer I went to the dunes in Michigan.
Okay.
I've been to the Indiana dunes before, but I had never been in Michigan. It was really cool to be on Lake Michigan up in some of the state parks up there.
Nice. Yeah, good options up there. All right, you pick the next one, Griffin, between 1 and 32, but don't pick 28.
It was 17.
17, favorite holiday.
I think I'll have to go Thanksgiving. It's really fun to see my family and all get together, and then I love football, so football on Thanksgiving, and I love eating food since I'm a swimmer, so
Yeah.
there we go.
I always say that one gets better as you get older.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, as we appreciate that one as we age. All right, favorite holiday, Callie, but you can't say Thanksgiving.
I'd have to go with Labor Day, and this is actually a fun fact. Griffin and I share a birthday, and we were both born on Labor Day.
Ah, yes, very true. When I was pairing people up this week, I forgot that you two do, in fact, share a birthday. And as both seniors, same year, in fact, too. So not just same day, but born on the same day. Cool there. Cool that you brought that one up, Labor Day. All right, last one, Callie, between 1 and 32, don't pick 17, don't pick 28.
12.
12. Favorite multimedia app? Would you like some examples?
Yes, please.
All right, so social media, Spotify, anything you could watch or listen to stuff to, videos. It's a pretty broad question. But
Yes. I use Spotify. I like music.
I do as well. It's a nice one. I remember when that was introduced about a decade ago, and it was a game changer as far as music apps go. So, you got one in mind besides Spotify, favorite multimedia app?
Yeah, I think I'll go YouTube. You can also listen to music on that, but then also just watching all kinds of videos like football analysis, like I'm in fantasy football leagues and stuff like that, or swimming videos to watch race analysis or something like that.
Okay. YouTube also very useful. Thanks to Griffin and Callie for being guests on the debut of Behind the Blocks for the new season, and good luck to all the Boilermakers this year, including Friday at Notre Dame.